Good afternoon, dear traders.
Hello and welcome to ИнстаФорекс economic news channel with me, Anna Kasatkina.
And me, Kate Nedachina.
You're watching currency and commodity markets review over the past week.
What currencies were in the limelight last week?
The US dollar grew in October, logging the second monthly increase. Such a dynamic points to the greenback rebound after 7 months of flat movement. The ICE dollar index inched up 0.7% in October to 97.0170 after a tepid growth of 0.1% in September. On Friday, the US dollar fell against the majors, pressured by soft reports from the USA. The euro shed 1.5% in October. The shared currency traded at $1.10.07 on Friday, gaining 0.25% at the end of the session. Over the week, euro-dollar pair added only 11 points. On Wednesday, the euro dropped to the minimum of 1.0894 from the level 1.11. The greenback drew support from the Fed statement, in which the regulator explained that the rates can be raised in December. However, the US dollar went under pressure after the news that the US GDP grew 1.5% in the third quarter, below the expected 1.6%. Besides, the National Association of Realtors said that the number of pending home sales decreased by 2.3% last month, missing the forecast of 1% increase. Meanwhile, the New Zealand dollar showed stellar performance against its US counterpart among the G10 currencies in October. In October, the Kiwi went up 6% to 67.68 US cents. The New Zealand dollar was backed by higher prices for commodities and the fact that the New Zealand regulator decided not to cut rates at its latest meeting. In October, the commodities exported by New Zealand grew in price more than the precious metals. And this is all about the Forex news.
Thank you for the currency market overview, Anna.
You're welcome, Kate. What about the commodity floors?
Prices for oil were in an uptrend while gold suffered losses.
And what made investors enter the market?
Rumors about looming copper in production triggered oil futures growth, but the dovish tone of the Fed pressured on gold. Last week started with a drop in oil prices below $47, but the metal ended the week on an upbeat note, pushed by the worries that the extraction volumes would fall soon. Brent gained $1.42 since October 24, from 48.08 to 49.50 per barrel. The monthly increase totaled $1.53 or 2.5%. December WTI futures settled at $46.59 per barrel on Friday, having added 53 cents or 1.2%. Over the week, the quote jumped 4.5%, over the months 3.3%. Gold, on the contrary, finished trading at the 3-week low. In a week, the yellow metal lost more than $20 to $1,141.70 per 3 ounce, falling below the last year's mark. The weekly decline was 1.8%. At the end of the week, gold was up 2.4%. Since the end of the last week, it has been trading in the negative area, falling 3.7%. News that the Fed may hike rates in December sparked a wave of the US dollar purchases. Such dynamic is gold negative as it increases the metal's price for the foreign investors.
You have watched weekly currency and commodity review on ИнстаФорекс economic news TV channel.
The review was presented to you by us, Anna Kasatkina
and Kate Nedachina.
Take care and goodbye.
See you.